6 teams, 4 games, 1 road to the finals. The regular season marks the first step of their treacherous journey. Every kick, lap, headshot, and goal will bring them one step closer to being the world champions. But first, they've got to compete with North America's finest. There will be winners, there will be losers, and there will be only one champion. This is Season 2 of the Championship Gaming Series.
Y'all ready for this?
It's Thursday night, and we've got another doubleheader for you here for the 2008 North America regular season. I'm DJ Wheat for the Championship Gaming Series Online, and not only do we have 2 fantastic matchups tonight, but between 2 undefeated teams, 3D New York and the Carolina Core, one of these teams will walk away still undefeated, and the other one will suffer their first season loss. I'm happy to introduce Swoozy alongside me. Swoozy, I saw you roll in with the limos, like 8 girls got out with you.
It's video games meets Hollywood, so we gotta do it up a little big this time. You know what I'm saying?
And you're obviously wearing your traditional Swoozy shirt today. Look at that body.
Body by Xbox. You see these guns, man?
Wow.
I should play Counter-Strike. These guns are so big.
I'm jealous and impressed at the same time. Also, our sideline reporter, Cammie. What do you think of that shirt, Cammie?
I think the shirt's great. Of course, it'd be better if he wasn't wearing one.
Oh.
I'm saying, dog. These guns are disgusting right now.
All right, thank you, Cammie. We're going to start off tonight real quick, taking a look at the standings. We've now had 3 days of combat between these 6 teams, and they've started to separate one another from winners and losers. We've still got a long way to go, but here is a breakdown. Carolina Core and 3D New York. These are the 2 teams that are facing off first tonight. They're both sitting with 2 wins, 0 losses. Of course, the San Francisco Optics, they're 2-1. Chicago Chimera has split a win and a loss. And Dallas Venom and LA Complexity, unfortunately, unable to come up with a win in the first few nights. But like I said, there are many, many more nights of action yet to come. So anything could happen.
Anybody's game still.
Before we introduce our teams tonight, there's a couple things we want to go over. First and foremost, how did these teams actually make it here? There was a draft, there was a combine, a tournament, last year's state. There's a whole load of things that goes into the selection of these GMs, the teams, etc. Let's break it down. This is the road to 2008. In the 2007 CGS season, 6 formidable North American teams battled through the regular season, playoffs, and ultimately crowned one winner from an amazing pool of talent. In a historical North American final, the Chicago Chimera defeated the Carolina Core by 1 point to become the first ever CGS North American champion. In the World Finals, these 2 teams met again, and the Chicago Chimera proved their North American win was not a fluke and became the #1 CGS team in the world. As the global season came to a close, the next challenge for CGS players had just begun. The players escaped to their training grounds to prepare themselves for the 2008 North American Draft at South by Southwest in March of 2008. After a tough combine which let existing and new players demonstrate their skills to the 6 North American general managers, a live draft was held to build the 6 North American teams for the 2008 season. Some players were franchised, some players were protected, and the rest were at the mercy of the general manager's picks to ensure them a spot in the 2008 North American season. The end result was 6 new North American teams with new faces and old faces. And now these teams will be put to the test. Who will triumph? Who will crumble? And who will be left as the last team standing in the 2008 North American season? Many people may just be wondering, how could results change from 2007, 2008? Well, already just 3 days into the season, we're seeing a lot of different results being posted by all of the teams. It's very interesting to see the scoring dynamic and how it's working with all of these new players aboard. And let's break that down. How exactly does scoring work here in the CGS? Check this out.
Here's how the CGS scoring system works. Every point in every game is added to the team's overall score, making each point in every game incredibly important. In FIFA 08, each goal is 1 point for a player's team. Any shootout goal also counts as 1 point each. In Forza Motorsports 2, first place wins 4 points for the team, second place wins 2 points, and third place wins 1. In Dead or Alive 4, win a round, get a point. First player to win 5 rounds wins the match, but the loser still earns a point for each round he or she wins. And in Counter-Strike Source, the winner of each round gets 1 point. The first team to win 10 rounds wins the match, but there are important points at stake as the remaining rounds are played out. The key is that every point in every game contributes to the team's match total.
And now let's meet the two teams facing off here tonight in our first match of tonight's doubleheader. Both of these teams are undefeated, so one of them will suffer their first loss of the season. And we're going to start with 3D New York. And a whole lot to say about these guys. Even though both of their wins have been very narrow wins,
right,
they've been consistent. And Dave Gaffon, the GM, has said it's still early on in the season. We need to evaluate how we're going to keep playing. And I'm sure there's many more changes to come yet in the season as far as strategies and how the team works.
They've got a very solid team on their hands.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm still, I still believe that their racing team is definitely high up there in the standings. I think that they've got a fantastic FIFA player. Of course, their CS team and, DOA as well. All around looking good. But they're going to go up against this team right here, also undefeated. There's general manager Mark Dolvin's in the house. It's the Carolina Core. There's the whole team right there. Of course, they got Offbeat Ninja. They got a fantastic new Mystic, new and improved. 2 great racers.
Yeah.
And, FIFA player Anomaly came from last year's World Championship team, the Chicago Chimera.
Because they're all-stars.
And, of course, you just can't count out that Counter-Strike team. They've
number 1 at the Combine. I mean, come on now.
They've exceeded expectations for sure.
Definitely.
So the first game of the night is actually going to be Forza 2. And before we meet the Forza 2 racers, let's just go through the entire game breakdown. It's going to start with Forza 2. We're going to move on to Counter-Strike, Dead or Alive Male, FIFA, and then we're going to finish off with Dead or Alive Female tonight.
I'm looking forward to it.
This should be a good one. Both of these teams are undefeated. I mean, I expect a good and close game, but you're right. Someone is going to have to lose.
That first L.
Let's meet the Forza 2 racers here tonight, starting with 3D New York, Comeback Dan, and Darkstorm. Again, I'm continue to be impressed by these guys, and I think this could be one of the best races that we're going to see here.
Yes.
I mean, New York versus Core, both solid teams. Although Comeback Dan and Darkstorm are new to the league, Core does have, veteran Phantom and generally live. So we're going to meet those guys in just a second. This is going to be a tough race for 3D New York. Let's meet Carolina Core's racers. There is Phantom
and General
E Live. And I actually learned something the other day about General E Live. I understand that General E Live has the fastest Forza lap time ever.
I think I could take him.
No one can beat it.
I can take him. I accept that challenge. I'm going to have to
ask him if it's true.
I'm going to accept that challenge right here on national TV, internet, whatever you want to call it.
Beat him, so I got to find out. These two guys have been racing fantastically all season. I know that they are very dedicated to it. They're very serious. Both these guys are top notch, and this should be a damn good race.
Yeah, these guys were in the practice room earlier tearing it up.
So let's check out how Forza works here in the Championship Gaming Series. Really easy breakdown, but you got to know how it plays out.
Forza Motorsports 2 is a high-octane racing game where drivers jockey for position at blistering speeds through a variety of courses from around the globe. In the CGS, every match is a 4-car race between 2 drivers from each team. Players must rely heavily on their driving skills while avoiding or performing potential collisions with the other racers. Team strategy is key. The drivers win 4 points for first place, 2 points for second, and 1 point for third.
We're going to fly all the way over to the far